Today I'm here with something a little different. It's an open letter to the decision makers. And the message is very simple. Stop the layoffs. Of course, I wouldn't go to all the trouble of making this video if I didn't have personal anecdotes and historical data to back up the argument. Because the truth is, in the long run, significant downsizing does a company more harm than good. I have seen this 3 times in my life, in manufacturing, in logistics, and in tech. The biggest consequence that I have witnessed is that when you lose people, it is costly and time-consuming to replace them. I have been in situations where we were so desperate to get new people in the door that we would accept almost anybody, we would train them in half the time, and then of course the results were that we ended up with people who were ill-suited for the job, who weren't trained correctly, and they made costly mistakes on the job while the customer was waiting for a product. For decades, the conventional wisdom has been that companies could protect their profits and maintain their share prices by performing downsizing. And part of that comes from trying to appease anxious investors. Companies feel pressured to return positive results quarter after quarter and year after year. But that is not how the world works, and progress is rarely a straight line up. When asked what the ideal length of time was to hold a stock, Warren Buffett replied with one word: forever. That's because he knows that it's best to invest in companies that have long-term strategies and aren't focused merely on quarterly returns. The fact is that companies that undergo downsizing rarely see positive change from it. A study of 1,445 downsizing announcements from 1990 to 1998 found that the greater the downsizing was, the greater the negative impacts were on their stock prices. When flights were grounded following the September 11th attacks, every major airline downsized except for Southwest. 10 years later, Southwest had a market capitalization greater than all of its competitors combined. Their former head of HR said, if people are your most important assets, why would you get rid of them? Research published in the Harvard Business Review in 2018 showed that after a layoff, companies can expect a 20% decline in job performance from remaining employees, 41% decline in job satisfaction, 36% decline in organizational commitment, and 31% increase in voluntary turnover. That means you are losing your best people because you have created a culture of which they no longer wish to be a part. What seems conventional or intuitive is not always right. And during these difficult economic times, the best thing a company can do is improve their processes and grow their existing talent. This might mean creating jigs or templates to do a job faster, organizing physical and digital spaces, cross-training employees and offering them opportunities to learn new skills. Have employees in different departments shadow one another so they can gain an appreciation for those different skill sets and learn how to work efficiently together. Allow employees to work on a passion project or to partner with a nonprofit. Tony Fadell recently said, "The best products, the best companies were built in downturns because you can get the best people who really want to do something." The economy will turn around. If you can hold on to your people, your competitors will be struggling to interview, hire, and train new people while you already have a team that is poised to meet the challenges of the market. My name is John Morton, and I know some very talented people who are open to work. Let's start something today.